It's an egg roll in a bowl, made on a griddle. So, ingredients are simple enough. Got a bunch of green onions. I'm going to chop them little bulbs up and cook them down. Green will be the garnish. Basic yum yum sauce. I'll put the video link in the description. 1 pound of ground pork. 1 16-ounce bag of coleslaw mix. It's got some carrots in it, but not enough, so I got a cup of carrots, cup of chopped mushrooms, minced garlic. I'll follow my heart as I go. About a teaspoon of ground ginger, and some soy sauce and general sauce we'll add too. So I've got the still-made griddle lightly oiled, preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Put down a tablespoon of butter to start melting because I'm going to dump on this bag of coleslaw mix. And just keep dumping. That's a lot in there. So next thing I'm going to do is just make a little divot here with my spatula. That's going to make a nice little holding area for our carrots. Just going to dump them right on in there. And the next step is just going to be come in with our spatulas and start mixing it pretty well. It by no means has to be perfect at this point because we still got a lot of tossing to go. Now I did divide it in 2 little piles so it's not as crowded. Everybody gets some good space. Let it go for about 2 minutes like this. So I bring the groups back together as one, then I make it rain. I squirt quite a bit of water on this. I'm going to cap it and let it steam just a little bit, nothing too crazy. I'll let this go for about 2 minutes. Why not? So next thing I'm going to do is put my protein down, a little ground pork. Like I said, I went with ground pork. A lot of people prefer to do this with ground beef, ground chicken, chicken breast, shrimp, whatever you want. It's your egg roll in a bowl, so roll how you roll. I'm going to let it go for about 2 minutes, just kind of golden up a little bit, and we're still steaming over here. Veggie check time. I'm pretty pleased with how they're coming along. I don't want to cook these down too much, but I don't want them to be raw. This right here is kind of a personal preference thing. How you like them done, keep cooking and adjust accordingly. But I'm pretty happy. We're still going to work with this for quite a bit, so it don't have to be perfect right now. Just kind of toss them around, get them rotated, check your meat, and yeah, getting a little golden to it. I don't want this too done. I mean, we're going to keep working it. We'll chop it up as we go, but I'm pretty pleased with how we're looking. Let's get to the next step. So while these do their thing, I'm going to put down a little tablespoon of butter back here in the back and just kind of work it around, let it melt down. Melt down. Still melting. And onion time. So we'll go ahead and dump the onions on there. I don't want these to cook down too much either. I mean, pretty much when I think of an egg roll, I don't think of everything just mushy inside. It's got a little bit of a snap to it, but nothing too crazy. That's the goal I'm going here. So as you can see, I pushed my veggies back, made a little spot for my mushrooms. Just going to dump them on down. It's coming along. It's about a minute's passed. I'm just going to toss the mushrooms. They're cut pretty small, so I want to be careful that I don't overcook them. But I'm not too worried right now. Then I'll go in and just toss these onions here in the back. They're getting a nice little butter bath. That's all I'm doing right now is just trying to turn, and turn a little bit more. If it's turning, it ain't burning. So we'll just go ahead and give him a little pat there. Doing well. And check our meat. Yes. I like how it's looking. Got a little golden brown to it. We'll chop it up. This right here is always fun. I've made videos in the past of chopped cheeses. If you've never had one of those in your life, you're missing out. Super fun to make on the griddle too. Feel free to check out the video. Shameless plug. Anywho, just going to keep chopping this until you get to little smaller portions. That's how it is in the egg roll. You don't want big chunks in this, so just keep chopping. You see one that looks a little too chunky, excluding the griddler, give it a good chop. It's about a minute's passed. I'm just going to take my spatula and kind of pull these onions over to the mushrooms. They're going to get to know each other. And with the skill of a griddler surgeon, I'm just going to go around the boundary of the pork. And yes, it's all coming together so nicely. But once you get these in here, this right here, like I said, we're going to be mixing it all together at the end. I don't want to overcook them. That's a personal thing. So personally, however you personally feels the best, I don't know. However you like it, do it that way. Anyway, just kind of get them mixed up real good. Clean off the spatulas. And check the meat. So I'm just going to give it a little toss. Oh yes, I am liking how that's looking. So I'm just going to take a spatula again, just kind of work this down. Doesn't take too long here. Once it starts cooking, it starts cooking. So just chop it up. See a big piece? Keep chopping. You figured it out. I know you have. Y'all are smart. We've been tossing, let's get saucing. So I'm coming in with some soy. That's right. Oh boy, he brought out the soy. I'm just going to put it on my onions and mushrooms, my cabbage. Pork will get its turn later. Then I'm just going to take my spatula, start working it all in together, get that flavor going throughout. Once again, I'm liking how we're looking. So I told you the pork would get its turn later. I didn't lie. It's going to get a pretty generous turn. It's right here, just working in like we do everything else. Tossy toss in the saucy sauce. Like I said, keep saying it because it's fun. Just keep chopping as you go if you see a piece that's too big to your liking. Now I'm going to come in with a little salt, and I'm just going to give 2 grinds because I got so much sodium in the soy and everything else we'll put in. And some black pepper. I like the fresh cracked. And I'm going to put it on everything pretty generously because I like it. So now the finish line's in sight. I'm just going to keep tossing this around. It's time for everything to start coming together as one. Give it one last little toss. Make sure that salt and pepper and everything's getting nice and dispersed throughout. Then I'm just going to go ahead and it's time to mix our onions and mushrooms in with our cabbage and carrots. I'm just going to mix that pretty well too. Pull it up here front. It's right here. We're at the point now to where you can start goldening it up if you want a little bit more. We've already got that tender level I'm wanting to achieve. Like I said, I don't want mushy, but I also don't want raw, so just keep tossing, and it's going to kind of golden up to your liking. Once you get that point, you're doing good. Pat yourself on the back. Not with the spatula, though. That's hot. ASMR bonus footage. With the finish line coming inside, it's time for some final touches to bring this on home. This right here is a teaspoon of toasted sesame oil. Highly recommend toasted sesame oil for cooks like this. If you've never had it and wonder what it tastes like, I'll ask you this. Have you ever had fried rice? If you can say yes to that, chances are you have. Regular sesame oil works too. Avocado, any oil will work pretty much, but this toasted sesame oil has a nice flavor. We'll mix it well, come in with the ground pork, give it a little toss. I'm going to warn you here, you're going to see some dual spatula action. So if you're afraid, turn away. One thing's for certain, I cannot allow another miscue like the 04 All-District Griddler Championships. Enjoy your medal of lies, Ralph. We both know who the real winner was. No hard feelings though. I don't hold a grudge. Anywho, I'm going to push the pork over to my veggies over here. The cabbage, carrots, onions, mushrooms, pork. They're all just going to get worked together. That's right here. We're going to sauce it and put a little butter in it too. Kind of really give that little kiss to finish it off. So it don't have to be perfect right now, but you want to mix pretty well before we do that too. That way it's even more mixed when we finish it off. Like I said, one last round of butter, and this right here, I'm just going to drizzle on some of this little jarred General sauce. I like this stuff. Obviously, it's not too hard to make your own if you want to, but I always keep this on hand in a pinch, and I think it brings out a good flavor. I'm not going to put a lot, just kind of a little drizzle. We'll just work this all in together. I don't want that to be my only flavor. Like I said, I'm going to add in just a little bit of garlic too, but hey, we're here. You have arrived at your destination. I hope you've enjoyed your trip thus far. It's the part we've all been waiting for, the bowl part of the egg roll in a bowl. Just going to take my spatulas, put it in a bowl. Then we're going to go make it a little cute. So I'm just going to come on in with my little yum yum sauce we made earlier. Like I said, the link for this will be in the description. Super easy. And if you want to make it even easier, if you like the bottled stuff, go for it. Then I'm going to come in here with some of the chopped little onion we did earlier. Give it a little kissy kiss with the onion. Pardon my breath. And just shake on some toasted sesame seeds. Let's get the taste test table, try it out. Alright, so we made it back to the taste test table, and like I said, we have got an egg roll in a bowl. Ooh, that was risky. Smelling great. You got all them savory flavors going on there. Ginger's coming in nice. Speaking of ginger, keen viewers and ones who actually maybe make it here to this part of the video and keep watching may have noticed that didn't put the ginger in. I caught that at the end. Unfortunately, I started filming, so I did put that in there mixed. Gave it a little nice garnish. Love how it smells, and I have a feeling I'm going to love how it tastes. So with that being said, let's get old Spoony here and get to spooning. Give it a little toss, get that yum yum sauce. Like I said, this right here is a super simple yum yum sauce. I'll put the link to the video to make it in the description of the video. And we're ready. It tastes like an egg roll in a bowl in the best possible way. And that's how it should taste, because it's called an egg roll in a bowl. So I must have did something right. I am... Honestly, this right here is one of my favorite things to cook on the griddle. It goes so well, super simple. I went with the ground pork. Switch up your meat of choice, whatever you prefer. That right there is easy. And, you know, a lot of pork egg rolls out there. Love how it tastes. This came together well. I am pleased with it very, very much. And I'm also pleased with all my wonderful viewers. Everybody who takes the time to check out this channel, I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate the time you take out to enjoy, and hopefully enjoy at least, the time I take out to make these videos. I really enjoy it, and I appreciate all you do to help the channel grow. So, with that shameless plug, it is time to say what I always say. I hope you will please consider, if you haven't done so already, to like, comment, subscribe,
Nice.
share, and turn on post notifications so you know when new content is added to the channel. As always, I'm Garrett the Griddler saying, till next time, let's keep cooking. Fun fact, like a lot of food, the origin of the egg roll is somewhat disputed, but it's still generally believed that in its current form it came to be in the 1930s in New York. New York, you got pizza, you got egg rolls, you got chopped cheese. What can't you do? Hey there! You may be thinking, it's really rude of him to be eating the whole egg roll in a bowl all by himself, but in most cases probably is. You could probably feed a family of 4 pretty good on this. Luckily for me, I'm the family of 4, because I'm the only one in the family that will eat stuff like this. Hard to believe, I know. More for me though.